Like most industries, fundraising is getting more complicated and technology-driven. At Fundraising Tech Made Simple, we examine and explain the latest innovations, help you discern the trends from the fads, uncover the risks, and give you the knowledge you need to make the most of technology in your charity. I'm Mike French. Welcome to Fundraising Tech Made Simple. Hello fundraisers. Today I want to talk about something called responsive design. Now, responsive design is the key to making your website usable on a variety of different platforms, particularly mobiles. Now, 10 years ago, anybody who browsed the web used a PC and a browser. These days, more and more people are using the internet and accessing websites, etc., via other types of devices such as mobile phones, tablets, even televisions, even their refrigerators, things like that. All sorts of devices. And these bring with them a whole variety of different challenges. So first of all, they support different technologies, but the other thing they do is support different screen sizes, and responsive design is a method of managing that particular challenge. So let's take a look at a typical website, something like this that DMS has done for one of our clients. And you can see that everything is nicely visible, nicely laid out, easy to navigate, etc. When you access a site like this from a mobile, however, let me just go to that site. Now you can see that again, everything is nicely visible and easy to access. A number of things have changed though. The big graphics have gone. Focus has been made there on very specific items, so things like the long menu that was at the top have gone. Although we still have the ability to pull down menus and so forth. So even on a small screen like this, the website is able to be used. You can register. You can go through all the normal functions that you normally would. But the whole look and feel and the process is very different because it is detected that we are working on a particular type of screen. Now, one of the challenges that mobile brings us is that these screens can vary a lot. So here I'm actually emulating an iPhone 5S. But as you can see here, I can emulate a whole variety of iPhones and iPads and iPods. We use this software to test all of these different mobile platforms, and we test for landscape and portrait modes. And we can also test for a variety of other platforms as well. So let's look at things like Android, where we have to test a whole variety of different Android devices. Again, both portrait and landscape. They have different browsers like Safari, Chrome, Opera, etc. It's quite a challenge. Now, the way we used to do websites like this was by coding each website so that it would look for each different device and adjust accordingly manually. But these days, it's no longer really possible to do that. Now, I want to show you the difference if you have a website that is not supporting something like responsive design. So here we have another site where again, on an internet browser on a PC or a Mac, it's very easy to see and peruse. Things like the donate pages are simple. Again, but if we go to the same site in the mobile phone environment, you can see a number of things have happened. First of all, everything is tiny. I can't read any of the writing on the screen anymore. So even if I know where to look, I still have access to some functions, but it's actually really hard to find out what to do there. So let's see if I can find the donation page. I think there's a donate page down here. I can just see it. You notice I've clicked on it and nothing happened, so let's try another approach. Let's pull down the menu from here. There's a donate. So now let's have a look at the resulting entry form. Now it is so small on an iPhone you can't even read what the prompts are saying. So it's virtually impossible to use this website and make a contribution on any form of mobile device. So that's the contrast. This is why responsive design is really important, and while having a strategy for being mobile aware on your website is absolutely essential. Depending on the study you read, some studies are saying that up to 60% of website traffic to many websites are via mobile devices. So you've got to ask yourself, can you afford to be missing out on up to 60% of the opportunities through website traffic? If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Please email me at mike@dmsw.com.au. Don't forget to subscribe, and feel free to forward this or any of my other videos to your friends and colleagues. Our ambition is to help everybody in the fundraising industry understand these technologies and challenges. I'm Mike French. Happy fundraising.